What's up? What's up, hey guys? AW here, Air Warrior guys. What's up? How's your Mondays going? Oh, it's all good. It's almost an hour to Tuesday. Actually, 45 minutes to Tuesday. Yeah, it's a very late stream. We're not going to go long here. Maybe till 12:30. Oh, and I forgot to send a link. Just a minute. Uh, this stream is going to be about this topic I have here. Okay, but I'm sending you a link if you can hear me. You know what? I was gonna move this stream, but Max ended. I wasn't listening to Max stream. I was busy, but Max ended. So this stream, but make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. But this stream is gonna be about this. Obviously, this topic on my thumbnail of my description for YouTube video, because there was, James Gunn last week. If you noticed, uh, he's was hinting at stuff. You can't join? Why not? Oh, that sucks. I want to see if George could join. Maybe George could join. My buddy George. Um, but I'm not going to talk Marvel here, guys. This is not going to be a Marvel stream. I mean, I'll probably mention it, but it's obviously it's not going to be. We're not going to talk like what the MCU has plans. We're just going to talk about who in Marvel could be jumping ship. Obviously, the DC. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Okay. So I did this. I did a video on this, right? I think I did a video on this. Let me make sure. Did I do a video on this? Dude, that's how I feel. I get burnt out too, man. Did I make a video on it? Oh yes, I did. 5 days ago. I almost forgot. Okay. Okay. So it's hinted that it's a possibility that some of the Guardians crew cast that work with James Gunn might make the jump to DC once he gets DC up and running with the universe him and Saffron and obviously Zavlov have in store for us comic book fans, DC fans. Now, we know for a fact, this is 100% certain, that Batista is done in Guardians 3. Dave Batista has made that clear. Okay? Also, we know that some of the Guardians crew from the volume 1 and 2 and 3, because one of the actresses in Suicide Squad is giving me a 3, and the actor from Peacemaker who plays the villain, revolutionary or evolutionary, I forgot, whatever, was in Peacemaker. I don't know the actor's name. I mean, I can look it up. It's a very hard name to pronounce. And Danielle Malachor. Is it Malachor? I'm botching the name. I'm sorry. Who plays Ratcatcher? We know it's to be in Guardians 3. And we know the villain of Peacemaker, not the villain, but Peacemaker, one of the butterflies, the good butterflies, right? One of the good butterflies is the villain in Guardians 3, right? So, and obviously his brother, Sean Gunn, is in Suicide Squad and Guardians, all three movies. And obviously, the actress who plays Mantis is in Suicide Squad, but you really don't know her. She's there for 2 seconds. She's in the club. I believe she's in the club scene. And it's just basically, you may not even recognize her, a cameo. We know that. But we know for a fact Batista is done in volume 3. So I'm not saying he's going to jump ship, but it's a possibility he could jump ship to DC. People put him in the roles as Bane. Bane is Spanish. I guess he is Spanish. Not like unlike the Bane from Dark Knight Rises. That's not Bane. If you ask me, Bane is Spanish, and Batista is obviously Spanish. You know, Dave Batista. That's a Latin last name, obviously, right? Okay. And I don't know if he's here. I don't know if he's here, but my Degrassi, you see him in the chat a lot, in my chats a lot, you know, and also in our community. He's in. You see him in the community a lot. He suggested another character, Metamorpho. You know, probably not a lot of people know who that is. I have seen him before, but a lot of people don't know who Metamorpho is. Obviously, it's a DC character. Beta Metaphoro. Okay. Okay. That's what Degrassi wants. I know that. That's what. And I think he did say that. He did mention that in a stream 2 days ago. On one Max's stream, he did mention that. I remember that. George, just if you're here. Blind Braille, you should have. I was on Max's stream for like 10, 15 minutes. I was really, really on fire, man. Because the stuff I sent you in DMs, what we saw in DMs. And I'm going to talk about that too. After this, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to make another stream on that sometime this week about that too. About what you sent me in DMs. It frustrated me. The Batman stuff. That really pissed me off. No. Yeah, the Batman stuff. Yeah, not that, but still, and that. It's. Oh wait, I gotta put my volume up. Where is it? Oh yeah, I got enough. Always. Hey George.
What's going on? I just came in. I didn't even watch what happened at the beginning. What's going on?
I was talking about the. I don't know. I was just talking about the choke tweet blind about Sil and his BS, spewing BS about the Batman 2 not going to happen because Warner Brothers is broke, but he got that from he didn't get that from his so-called sources, guys. He got that from apparently Robert Brian Burnett, whatever, because he said it on a Campia stream. One of his shows.
Well, I mean, like Sil's got a bias, so of course he's going to be talking about this.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that after this. Like, we're going to talk about it a little bit, and I'm going to make another stream about it again, maybe later this week. But this topic is about, as you know, you probably heard last week, right? Gunn was read an article. I forget which article. I forget which trade it was. Give an interview. But yeah, Robert didn't actually say that. It's just that Sil took it from him, right? Put him in his own words, right? So, yeah. I forgot what trade it was, but he hinted at, some of the Guardians cast may jump to DC.
Yeah, by the way, I'm just going to say this is actually like the third stream in a row that I've been on tonight.
So
I did a stream with Arkham and Blinded. Then I was on Max's stream for the last 20 minutes or so of that stream, and then I just came here.
Oh, Max. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say the ending of Max's stream was very interesting. Not dramatic, but
we're gonna get to. I didn't watch the stream. I had stuff to do.
No, the ending was very interesting.
Okay, what happened?
I'll put, I
Oh,
gotta put it
private? It's that
up.
bad?
No, not bad. Like no, like nothing dramatic happened. No arguing happened. But like I'll put it in the private chat because I'm not gonna say it live.
Okay, okay. So okay, put it in the private chat, and then we'll talk about later.
So I'm trying to figure out how to
I'm
word
not
it.
gonna go long, but like for this topic, just put it in the private chat. So for this topic, he said like James Gunn did say in an article that yeah they made jump, his Guardians family made some of his Guardians family made jump to DC, and James Gunn, he likes to work with people, right? He likes to work with the same people because people he trusts, right? And we already seen some obviously Guardians cast in some DC movies, but not like the major stars, not like the Guardians themselves, like the cast of the Guardians. But maybe like except for the side characters, right? Like his brother, right? Sean Gunn and Mantis had a little small role in Suicide Squad, but I'm here. This is more like the main cast, the main Guardians. So, and we know Batista's leaving after 3. So, what do you think?
I mean, Batista's been open about going to DC under Gunn. Like that's been like an open thing, and he would have been in the Suicide Squad if he wasn't offered to join Army of the Dead. Which honestly, he should have done Suicide Squad instead of Army of the Dead.
Yeah, see, that's a good point. Yeah, he should have done. Yeah, that's not a good smart choice. Yeah, but I think Batista's a comic. I think he would out of the five or six Guardian cast, I think he most likely to join the DC. I don't think it's always on Dana Wood. Because unless it's like maybe a 1 or 2 movie thing, because she's really in 2 franchises, unless Guardians 3 is her last Guardians movie. I don't know. Because we really don't know. We only know Batista's for certain, right? He's done with Guardians. And so that has 2 major franchises movies right now. And that's Avatar, right? And Avatar 3 years ago, and Avatar 3 is not out, but based on 2 billion in Avatar 2, I'll be not. I wouldn't. It's not going to be no. There's no way Avatar 3 is not going to make $1 billion, and not and 4 and 5 are going to definitely get made, and she's going to be in all 5 movies. Like it's no, it's and I don't know if she wants to tie herself down to another franchise. Your thought?
Yeah. I honestly don't know like what like. Well, here's the thing. First of all, I don't know exactly what members of the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to survive this movie and could possibly appear in, let's say, like King Dynasty or Secret Wars,
Yeah,
if they're even going to.
yeah, yeah. Because from like nobody's mentioning Guardians in those movies, like at all. Because we don't know. You're right. Yeah, definitely. And who's and you got Rocket Raccoon, Vin Diesel. I mean, we're technically it's Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon. You got Vin Diesel as uh Groot. I mean, what they continue on? They really don't have that big of a
Yeah.
role, right? Like,
And honestly, if I'm going to be honest, my confidence in Rocket Raccoon being the one that died, I feel like is like diminishing.
I do
Like I
too.
I was so confident in in him dying, but now it's looking like Drax might be the one.
So you think it's going to be the Walker?
Because I feel like here's the thing, like the way the trailers are setting up, it's like it's making us believe it's gonna be Rocket, but I have a feeling it's not gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Well, you think so blind, but you think Nebula's gonna perish, be gone, bye bye? Cause I could definitely see Kira Gilly jumping to DC. Like I could see her jump to DC.
I wouldn't mind her as Poison Ivy.
She's really tall too. Like she's really tall. She's like 5'9", 5'10". Like
Oh, she's taller than me.
yeah, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she's one to feel that joins DC. Like the people think, oh, Chris Pratt's going to join DC, right? Join DC. People like suggest Booster Gold. I even seen one of the Green Lanterns or even Green Arrow. I don't see him as Green Arrow only because he's in his 40s, and I want Green Arrow to be a little bit younger than that.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe,
It's like,
yeah.
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the Green Arrow? What you did with Batman in the DCEU? Have like an older
hmm
character and like possibly like limit your storytelling with this character?
Yeah, because let's say this Green Arrow. I wouldn't mind somebody around maybe a little bit younger Batman or something like that, who, right, is a vigilante in Star City, whatever. And like Charlie Hunnam, yeah, everybody suggested Charlie Hunnam at one point, but Charlie Hunnam's Nebula has no story now. Technically, that's true. That's true. Charlie Hunnam, I think it's in his 40s now. Green Arrow. I just don't see Chris Pratt as Green Arrow. Did he really?
Wait, what? Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna type it up.
Where?
I don't see it.
Oh, you black bro, you trickster! I don't see it either. He didn't put it on Twitter. I don't see it on Twitter.
Oh my goodness! Like, no. Here's the thing. What
RJ
happened
on
was
us? Because RJ.
when me, Arkham, and Blinded were streaming before, someone in the chat said it dropped, and we were like, "Wait, where?" And we couldn't find it.
Well, I have a poll up, right? Asking which day is gonna drop.
I fell for it twice. Like, I'm so gullible. Gullible George.
Well, I have a poll up, right?
It's like,
you ever
see iCarly, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yo, remember Gullible Freddy? He dressed up as a clown.
Bro, you should have put that out. You should have watched Max's stream and put that there.
Yo, troll Max so hard. Go Max, because Max would have believed it.
Yeah, I believed it. Because Blind Bill really doesn't do that. He doesn't really Blind Bill. If I'm not Blind Bill, he doesn't really joke that much. Like send out jokes that much.
Yo, I remember the time like when Max was gonna close out a stream, RJ's like, hold on.
Oh yeah, and then RJ fooled everybody.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Yeah. So where the hell were we? Okay, where were we? Okay. As I was saying, yeah, I can see definitely Kira Gillian going to DC. She is that tall. Blumber, what do you think? Kira Gillian, DC? Who do you like? You said Ivy, Kira Gillian. Who do you see? DC. It could be any character. I remember Zoe
Girl. She can maybe also be Hot Girl. Maybe
Zoe Saldana was up for Lois Lane before Amy Adams got it. And,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you know if that was the case, and the Phantom Menace was around back then.
Although I will say, I think Zoe Saldana would have been a better Lois Lane than Amy Adams.
It's shockingly, I might have agreed with you because Amy Adams is such a great Oscar-awarding actress. Is that she didn't? Her Lois Lane did feel like Lois Lane.
Yeah, it's like well. Here's the thing. The thing is, like, does Zoe Saldana want to join like a third big franchise?
Yeah,
because she's kind of been like set, like seems like it's taken aware, and it's like I feel like it seems like she's kind of now choosing the one franchise she's going to stick with, which I think is going to be Avatar.
Avatar. I from what I could tell, she's more passionate about Avatar than Marvel. That's what I could tell. Harbinger. Yeah. I think Zoe Saldana is the least likely to join DC. Definitely.
Yeah.
Of the Guardians cast, least likely. I'm not gonna put wagers on this. I'm not gonna put like money on this because why? Even though people do put money on entertainment, they really do. It's these sports sites that you can bet. Some of them do have entertainment, and for award shows like Oscars and stuff. Like I know you can put bets on who's going to win the Oscar for best female, and you can put down the money for like Michelle Yeoh for her, in that movie, everything that multiverse movie she's in. You could really do that. It's sad, but I would not put my bet on Zoe Saldana to be in DC honestly because I don't think she'll join. Carrie Gilliam for sure. I don't know about Vin Diesel. To me, like Vin Diesel is not a good actor. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have charisma. He can't pull off comedy. He's not good with jokes. He's not really a good actor.
I don't know. It's like whenever I look at him, I just see Dominic Toretto.
And the thing is, also, I know a lot of people take a shit on The Rock. I'm sorry, but The Rock has a lot more charisma than Vin Diesel, and he can do better with jokes. I mean, they're not both. You can say they're both not good actors. Yeah, yeah. Like outside of maybe the Riddick stuff, maybe Fast and Furious is his jam, right? And everything else he's been in, bomb after bomb after bomb. Like I remember this last movie that wasn't like Riddick or you don't count Marvel because it's just basically mocap, right? So I won't count that. But probably gonna get paid well for that. But I think it was like The Last Witch. That was like 2014. That movie where he was like hunts witches. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
That was horrible. Like Vin Diesel. People want to say Rock is not a box office star. It's near as Vin Diesel. Yeah, Metamorpho. That's Degrassi wants Batista as Metamorpho. Chris Pratt, yeah. See, people are expecting the Chris Pratt. But Chris Pratt is just done with the franchise, right? Like Jurassic Park is just over it. Would he want to do another franchise? Because it's a commitment. It's a big commitment to do these franchises, right?
And especially because, like, he might be part of another franchise, like voice acting with, Mario. If Mario's a success, he could be sticking with that. I mean, I know it's voice acting, but
I guarantee you, if Mario's a success, there could be a sequel to that movie, 100%. Right? They're gonna make a sequel to that movie if Mario makes good enough money and good enough word. It's destined for a sequel. And you know what? He's a good voice, and he likes to do voice acting. Yeah, I know he doesn't care. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I see him as Booster Gold. I think it'd be. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know about Green Arrow. And
there's like, even if Chris Pratt was younger, I don't think he fits Green Arrow, even if he was younger.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I feel like he fits Booster Gold. Like, if he was gonna play DC character,
Would be a perfect. I think she's too old now. I mean, she's not old, but she's in her 40s. Would have been perfect. Vicky Vale would have been Jessica Chastain.
Well, Grace Randolph would have like flipped her lid.
I think she would have been a perfect Vicky Vale.
I also think had they like expanded Batman's like world in the DCEU, I think Jessica Chastain could have been like the DCEU Poison Ivy.
Yeah, I think she's too. Bradley Cooper is Catman. Can you imagine?
Oh my! And it's
I look at Vin Diesel could be Egghead. Bald. If you don't know Egghead is a Batman 66 villain.
No, it's just crazy. Like, I feel like people are giving up, are like starting to give up on the slate. It's like the slate hasn't even been announced yet.
I put a poll up, right? When asking which day is he gonna announce the DC slate, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because he didn't announce it today. Because I didn't assume he would announce it today, right? So most people would suggest Friday right now. Like right now, that's leading the vote. Right now, it's Friday. Have you seen it?
Like I know some people, a lot of people think it could be January 31st.
RJ thinks that. RJ like mentions that a bunch of times. I'm sure you're aware because you were there. When he
Yeah,
said that.
but like we even kind of brought it up on like Arkham Stream before.
Yeah, I saw One Take News, right? By I think it's One Take News. Is that BSL? No, that's Big Screen Leagues. I don't know. One Take News said uh, a week to 10 days. Like obviously, because January today is the 24th, so we have a week left, right? So yeah, I know it's okay. It's but we don't always have to cast them as heroes. I mean, I think Carrie Gillian, and she unfortunately, I think it's that movie that did it that she came out on Netflix. They try to make it like John Wick.
I have no idea. It's like I haven't really
It's
watched
really
anything
bad.
on Netflix
Gunpowder
in ages.
Milkshake. So yeah, a lot of people think Superman's gonna get announced this year because it's 85 years since Superman was created, and yes, 38, 1938. It was Superman was created. In 2023, it'll be 35. Will be 85 years. Well, it's almost 100. Wow, wow.
Sheesh.
Oh, this is a good cast. I mean, we already know some of his. We already know some actors in crossover both universe that he uses, like his brother, his Calendar Man, right? But his Calendar Man is nothing like Calendar Man if you really think about it. Calendar Man is not like, right? Calendar Man is more of a killer kills on the holidays, and his brother is just his brother's Calendar Man version is basically just a joke of a character, because I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think Calendar Man is going to have a big role in the Batman or the DC universe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Black Mirror over the Calendar Man. I just don't see it. And
Brings all the boys to the eye. Now that I see the word milkshake, I'm thinking of like the milkshake song.
oh yeah, I don't know. Arkham, have you? No, Arkham's not. Blind Bill, have you seen that movie she was in, Gunpowder Milkshake? Look, it wasn't a good movie, but it had a really good cast with Paul Giamatti, Lena Headey, uh, Angela Bassett was in it, I believe. Michelle Yeoh. It was actually pretty good, but yeah, it's pretty good cast, but actually wasn't a good movie. Try to make it like the John Wick of, and she is really really tall. She's weird though. Carrie Gillian's weird. I think so.
I never even seen her in the Jumanji movies. I haven't even watched
Oh,
those.
I like the Jumanji movies. She has TikTok, or she's not even verified on TikTok.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Carrie Gillian's TikTok, she's not verified. It's true.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I could see other actors from DC jumping to Marvel. I know from Marvel jumping to DC eventually, right? I mean, I think playing the role of Batman or even Superman. And I know the brand of Superman has maybe tarnished, but maybe we can argue that it hasn't or whatever. But I think any actor in Hollywood know putting the cape and cowl or Superman's costume is bigger than anything Marvel has to offer. I'm sorry, but those roles are bigger than anything Marvel. Maybe besides Spider-Man. What do you think?
What was the question again?
What I'm saying is, I know Marvel is a huge success. MCU, there's no question about it. Whether the movies are good enough, financially it's a success, and It's still going strong, despite what Phase 4 was to me was up and down. I think a lot of people it's up and down. No, to you it's up and down, right?
Yeah.
But no matter what character Marvel, I think any actor or actress will tell you that if they're really into comics, so we could tell every because every MCU actor or actress were not into comics and stuff like that. They probably didn't know what the characters are until they read the script or the outline to the character. You know which ones. You can tell which actors and actresses don't know what character they were until they read the script or whatever. Or you have
Yeah.
to be known about. Or have to be known. I mean, when I saw them interview people for the cast for Infinity War, and Endgame, none of them could even get all stones right, Infinity Stones right. That's terrible. But what I'm saying is, but that's not my point. My saying is, anybody would tell you that Superman or Batman is bigger. Being cast as one of those is probably bigger than any Marvel will or is MCU or not. Then maybe besides Spider-Man.
Yo, like didn't Tom Holland like say like he thought the funeral was like a wedding in Endgame?
How can,
Like they don't even get the full script, these guys.
but you could tell the difference between a wedding and a funeral. I'm sorry, script or no script, you could tell the difference. But right?
Yeah.
Like, I just think. What do you think, Blind Brill? What do you think about my view on that? Being cast as Superman or Batman is bigger than any Marvel character, maybe besides Spider-Man. And I'm not trying to be a DC homer here. I just think those two characters are more iconic than any Marvel character. There is. That's just my opinion.
Tom Holland isn't very smart, lol.
Tom Holland.
Well, I mean, like, didn't Tom Holland like leak the Infinity War poster? Like,
yeah, he has he has a problem with keeping things secretly. He kind of violates his no NDA.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't give spoilers out to No Way Home.
He should. Yeah.
Yo, Alfred Molina was the one that like happily spoiled his return.
Yeah, and then they put him in the trailer, and it's like, it's just, what? Yeah.
No, because like it was like I think April 2021. He's like, oh yeah, I'm coming back. My story continues right from where it ended in like Spider-Man 2 and all that. He's like happily talking about it, and it's like Kevin Feige's about to point the laser at him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo did stuff. Oh yeah. See, even if they do spoil stuff, they're not gonna get penalized, man. They're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, didn't like Mark Ruffalo like leak out like the beginning of Thor Ragnarok at like the premiere?
You know what it is? They're told her not to, right? It's excitement. It's excitement, right? When you get excited, you tend, it's human nature. When you get excited, you start to say stuff that you have to keep secret, keep in house. When you get excited, it's sometimes you can't help it, and you let stuff out when you're not supposed to when you're excited, right? It happens when you're mad. It happens when you're excited, right? When you're happy, angry, mad. It's actually just human nature.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo leaked out Infinity War. And yeah, you think Pedro Pascal should get like a second chance in the DCU with like a different character?
Pedro Pascal?
Yeah.
I mean, Maxwell Lord, that's not how Maxwell Lord is in the comics.
What did you wish for?
Yeah. Like Maxwell Lord, and I know Bambo didn't see the movie, but if you know Maxwell Lord, that's not what Maxwell Lord is, like in the comics, at all. Okay, Bambo, you do that.
Oh my, he's gonna.
I'll troll you on your stream too.
He's gonna pull an Isaac right now.
Huh?
He's gonna pull an Isaac
I know.
by trolling
Well,
Aaron.
the problem is he can't say Toronto's not real because he kind of lives there too. So,
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
but yeah, National Lord was nothing like in the comics. I that script to Wonder Woman 84 was leaked like 2 years before the movie came out. I knew the story before the movie came out, before even the pandemic started. I knew it because it was leaked. It was leaked, and I'm like, oh shit. And I watched the movie. This is everything that I read in that leak happened in this movie, and it was not good. Because sometimes, look, sometimes you can read a leak script or a movie plot and think it's not good, but when it's on screen, you may say otherwise, right? But sometimes, where you see a leaked script and you see it on film, is exactly how bad the script describes it, right? Like,
Yeah. Like I don't know. I'm very like when it comes to leaks because I feel like a lot of leaks like happen that are either like true or false. Like we just got through a bunch of leaks on like me, Arkham, and Blinded that were just like they just sounded too fan fictiony to be true, and like some of them sounded like rejected concepts.
she's not in WWE. She's not in WWE anymore, Sasha Banks. She's left the company. Uh, yeah, but technically she could get a role. I mean, you'll need.
Yep.
Yeah, she can.
How about my wife Haley Steinfeld?
Well, she already is. Yeah, well, she's already tied on to Marvel. She ain't coming
Yeah,
back from
yeah,
Transformers.
yeah. I'm moving in on I'm moving in on RJ's
RJ,
girl.
RJ's moved to Jenny Ortega.
Yeah, he moved on to General Ortega, so like
Who's
Haley, so Haley came to me for comfort.
who's more of his age? He's actually older than Jenny. Haley, I think, is older than RJ.
Yo, Haley's around my age, man. I'm
Yeah,
only
I
2
know
months
you
older
said
than her.
this, Degrassi. Yeah.
So you know what? Like, it fits perfectly.
Yeah, she can get a role. She's not in Randall season 3. I can tell you. Yeah, so
So well, that's a bold statement to Degrassi.
you really like Sasha Banks. You don't even. I'm sorry. We're just sorry that I'm watching to the max and like everybody was voting for Rebel Moon, Rebel Moon. I'm like, I'm sorry, but Rebel Moon. It was a
No, I
Netflix
didn't pick.
showcase.
That's why I picked the Sundance thing.
Yeah, I picked Netflix. I picked Netflix because it wasn't a Rebel Moon showcase. It was a Netflix showcase. There's- he knows about the Flash. Did you see the leak pick up? Supposedly, the leak action figure pick of the villain. It looks really bad.
I mean, toys always look bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was. I don't know if. It was funny though. So we're gonna see James Gunn's wife in Shazam. When's the trailer dropping? Very soon, like this week, right? For
Yeah,
Shazam.
yeah. I think that they said they're gonna start the marketing for it soon.
Yeah, Shazam. That's gonna
Or
be
as
fun.
Anthony Beltry says, Shazam.
Hey, Degrassi, drunk Bob. uh, like Degrassi tells me there's gonna probably be like a huge. Like, from he told me, I'm not. I'm allowed to say this because there's from he's told me that there's a lot of people interested in joining James Gunn, San Francisco DC studio. From yeah, there's a lot of people interested, very interested. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some people from Marvel that do jump ship, not just from the Guardians group, but do jump ship to
I
DC.
mean, I don't know. Do you think like Michael Rooker would return a different role than he played in the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad?
because he did die, right?
Yeah, that guy died technically.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I mean, Marvel has done that, right? Marvel has recast right? You have two character, one
And he
actress
played
or
and he
actor
played
playing
a
two
really
characters.
small character,
Yeah,
so
yeah. But the thing is, Gemma Chan was Navira, but you could recognize her as Gemma Chan. And it's my Captain Marvel, right? You didn't know that was Gemma Chan. I knew it was her, but nobody really, you couldn't recognize her as Gemma Chan. And who else was who else? Oh, Michelle Yeoh was in Guardians, right? She was in two, right?
I think so.
Yeah, she had two roles. Yeah, but she was very noticeable compared to Gemma Chan. She was actually a little bit more noticeable than Gemma Chan because she was a Ravager or something like that or whatever. But yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah, Chris Evans. I don't think will join DCU. I think if he did, I think it'd be more like a Chris Bale situation. Chris Bale, Christian Bale, Chris Bale, short for Christian. Christian Bale situation. Maybe like a one or two film thing. Maybe just a villain or just a
Yeah.
hero or something like that. Because he went out of Marvel after Endgame.
Yeah, I think he would only do it for
Yeah,
like
thank
maybe
you,
like one
DeGrasse. Yeah,
movie.
yeah. He's like more like no. A lot of the actors that are out of Marvel right now, they may come back for Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty. I'm talking about like the Robert Downey's, the Chris Evans, and whoever. Maybe Scarlett Johansson. I don't know. If they join the DC, I don't think it'll be them they'll be joining up as for the sign up for multiple pictures or because they just were in one. And I don't know if they want to be tied down to a decade of this again. They'll be like doing this for 20 years, two franchises in 20 years. I don't know if they want to be tied
Especially
down
if
to
they
that.
come back for Secret
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, we need, you know what? Where was Chris Evans ever a villain in anything? Like,
Uh, Knives Out and Scott Pilgrim
Knives,
versus the World.
Knives Out, yeah. Oh, but Scott Pilgrim count. Oh, yeah. And Robert Downey Jr. has been a villain and stuff. Um, the sequel to The Fugitive, right? He was a villain. Turned out to be the villain, right? He was FBI agent, but he was a villain. But he was corrupt. I remember that. That was the one with Wesley Snipes. And and I haven't seen Scarlett Johansson been a villain in anything.
Yeah, she'd be very interesting as a villain. Well, she voiced the snake in the Jungle Book that was like manipulating.
Yeah, it's
But
true.
like that's a voice acting role.
Cause they're gonna get Iron Man's gonna come back. Obviously, it's gonna be a variant. Obviously,
Did
I
you
mean,
see
what?
like Blinded's bold prediction of like King Dynasty and Secret Wars?
Yeah, yeah, I know. I've seen it.
I
Doesn't sound
I,
promising.
I feel like we need a segment in our movie talk community where we make guarantees like
I
Charles Barkley. It's like we need a guarantee button and be like, I guarantee.
I don't think Doom is gonna appear in this saga at all. Multiverse saga. I I don't. I know that like Robert Down. Like I just know Robert Downey Jr. win. I just know Adam Strange. Yeah, Adam Strange is a good DC character. Yeah, I just know I just don't see Robert Downey just tying himself to another franchise like DC unless it's like a small like. I don't think it'd be bad as Lex Luthor, but to me, Lex Luthor is a franchising kind of
Yeah.
character. You
You
have to
need
sign up for multiple
you
things.
yeah, it's like Loki. It's like you have to
Yeah,
commit like for several years.
yeah. Like there's certain villains where you have to certain villains and heroes you have to commit, right? More obviously more heroes than villains, but there's few villains you have to commit, especially in both universes. DC, especially Lex Luthor, you have to definitely commit, right? Also, oh yeah, Buzz Lightyear. Lex Luthor is one of those villains. Joker, maybe for the Batman. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, like Joker. Like here's the thing, like certain villains you can
Yeah.
do like a one off or like two off. There's some that like will be in several movies.
See, see, the thing is, when I saw that they're gonna do a Loki show, right? I'm like, right now, so I'm like, I didn't. I'm like, I was writing the plans, right? I didn't think Loki would need his new show, but after you saw Endgame, you saw when they go back in time to 2012, when he just defeated Loki in the invasion, right? He had that invasion with Thanos' army. Yeah, it makes sense to use that variant of Loki. I thought, like, I mean, I thought Loki would be done. If that's true, it doesn't sound like a very promising team. I know a lot of people like She-Hulk, a lot of Miss Marvel. I mean, okay, just build them up, build them up. That's all you gotta do. It's just that Marvel and the comics don't do a very good job with the B and D, C and D list characters, even trying to build them up in the comics.
Well, I think
Same
I
with
think we
DC.
but we got the first guarantee from
Yeah,
Blind Braille.
yeah,
His prediction that is a we're gonna see in either 2025 or 2026.
yeah. I did see Blind Bro. Yeah, that's what I'm going. Yeah, it's because
Guarantee.
most of the from the first phase are getting older, and maybe some of them want to eventually leave Marvel, so they want to go to the younger people. I mean, Oscar Isaac's obviously is an exception as Moon Knight. He's not in his third. I think he's in his early 40s or maybe late 30s. But they maybe want to go younger so they can get some mileage out of these younger casts. Teddy Masani, I think it's Teddy Masani. Oh, Falcon is going to be that guy. I just know that the new Falcon is going to be that guy in Falcon Winter Shoulder. What's his? I forget his name. You know that guy helps out with Sam, right? That guy's going to be
Yeah.
Falcon. Teddy Maslany. How old is she? 37. Wow. So they might try to get some mileage with some of the younger and some of the actors in their 30s, right?
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah. And while some of them appreciate Marvel, they know Marvel is not exactly the best in quality. they let them do it for the fans. See, here's a problem. I don't have no problem with Captain Marvel leading the Avengers. The thing is, Captain Marvel is barely barely an Avenger in MCU right now. Like everybody's basically inducted as an Avenger except being like voted in. Like in the Justice League, in order to become a member of the Justice League, you got to be voted in, right? You got to be like, I think we recommend this person to join the Justice League, and like put your hand up, right? And Avengers stuff is like, oh yeah, you're an Avenger now. Yeah. Iron Man says, you know what? Spider-Man, you're an Avenger, and he rejects it, right?
Yeah.
Instead of a vote. Like, and the problem is, Michi Shang-Chi should not be leading the Avengers.
He's not as experienced as other like members.
Yeah. It's to me, Captain Marvel makes the most sense, because his military experience and it's Captain Marvel. Like, God's sakes. And maybe Falcon, because he is Captain America, becomes Captain America. Maybe, and he has military experience too. Maybe. If if it's Monica Rambeau, I know a lot of people like Monica Rambeau. It's not going to be Miss Marvel. But if Degrassi, you're setting up stuff here. You're setting up a problem here with Defend the Menace. If it's Monica Rambeau leading it, they're both going to be her leading Avengers and Brie Larson leading Avengers. Either one, that's going to Defend the Menace. You're going to have a problem with. You just know that.
See, I feel like it should be Sam Wilson and a Rhodey because
Yeah.
they've got the experience.
Yes. I mean, Carol Danvers makes sense too because she's experienced, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like, Shang-Chi is not. I mean, she knows obviously martial arts stuff like that, but he's not experienced. Like in the terms of military experience. He could lead a team. That's why Captain America was. I know that Captain America was perfect at leading Avengers. Even though Thor was too immature to lead Avengers, even though he had battle experience, he was kind of immature. And Iron Man, while he's good at technology, he was kind of too arrogant to lead the Avengers. He's kind of too cocky to lead the Avengers. Captain America was the perfect person to lead the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. The West Coast Avengers will be all the secondary characters. Yeah. Here's the thing: with Blind Barrel's prediction, to me, it sounds like another Infinity War Endgame scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Where like you're gonna have half the heroes erased and the main ones, the OGs, are gonna save the day. Like, to me, it sounds like the heroes that are gonna save the day, that are gonna like travel the multiverse to create a multiverse army against King, will be like the heroes that like serve that like got snapped away by Thanos, and now it's like
Oh,
their time to bring everyone back. It's like what, like Sam, it's like Sam Wilson, Doctor Strange, and like the others gonna like go on like a mission to like travel the multiverse.
yeah.
Like
Well,
is like Tom Holland Spider-Man gonna recruit Peter 2 and Peter 3? Yo, it's like, hey, I'm gonna invite you to join the Avengers. It's like, we're gonna join the band.
yeah, everybody joins the Avengers. It's like, you know, yeah, but apparently Jeremy Renner is not. Jeremy Renner is almost up. He's probably close to being done. He's got as a Hawkeye. Apparently, that's the rumors. And it's not because of his injury. And I know Don Cheadle said in an interview that his last project is Armor Wars.
Well, the last one he's under contract for.
Yeah, obviously they can negotiate, but
I mean, I can see him maybe doing a contract to like appear in like King Dynasty and Secret War, but I think that would be it.
yeah. Yeah, see, what I'm saying is, yeah, yes, that's what I hear too, yes. So what I'm thinking is, Multiverse Saga, we're going to get everybody from, I think, majority of the people, majority of the cast, are going to end up being done, right? But I think some of the people that started out Phase 4, like, the actress from Miss Marvel, whatever, Haley Steinfeld, whatever, they're going to stay on for the next saga, right? 7, 8, 9, right?
Yeah.
But 789 is not going to focus much on the Avengers. It might focus more on the Fantastic Four and the X Men and maybe Spider Man as the core of the MCU going forward.
And I
After
think
multiple
that
saga.
and I think that's why they want to get Doctor Strange 3 in before King Dynasty, not just because it's going to be important, but I think because I feel like I can see them treating Doctor Strange like he's this saga's Iron Man.
Well, Benner Cumberbatch, he wasn't really happy with Doctor Strange too. His character.
So like I can see them like treating like him as like the Iron Man of the multiverse
Oh,
saga.
Benner Cumberbatch should join DC. I'm sorry, but I think
He would
he
be
should.
Yeah, he would do fine in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's one of the best actors Marvel's got. And I think the best actress Marvel's ever gotten is actually the She-Hulk actress, Tatiana Maslany. But I think Benedict Cumberbatch should join DC. I don't care if
Yo,
he's one time or a one. Like watch him be like Doctor Fate. Because Doctor Fate, can you imagine? But
you know, I'm gonna make a bold prediction with Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumanium, because a lot of people believe Scott Lang's gonna die. I think we're not gonna know the fate of Scott Lang until King Dynasty.
I don't think he's gonna die.
It's like I think they're gonna make you think he died, but he really didn't die.
Yeah, I think he has kind of an important role
And
Yeah.
and I get it. It sounds like you're kind of repeating what happened with like Endgame, where he was stuck in the quantum realm. But I feel like where he says in the trailer, we both have to lose. I think he's gonna probably go down further into the quantum realm where he can't get out to like stop Kang. But
Degrassi, yeah.
but what's gonna happen is like a Kang. There's another Kang variant out there.
Degrassi, you don't hear Degrassi. You're not very happy about Anthony. You don't sound like too enthusiastic about it.
So that's gonna be my bold prediction that like Scott Lang's gonna go deeper into the quantum realm where he can't get out.
You know what? I just want DC. You know what? You know what's villains worse than Kang? The Joker, the Batman who laughs.
Oh boy.
Or the Batman who laughs makes any Marvel villain look like a joke. I'm immune. Blind Bill DeGrasse, you could back me up. So the Batman who laughs, oh my god. And he does become, and he does, you remember Empire Joker? For that little time when the Joker had like reality bending powers where he could do anything.
Yeah,
Basically, Wanda could do.
I didn't look at the leaked scripts, so like I have
Oh,
no
okay.
idea with Ant-Man 3.
Okay, so you ever heard of Joker Empire Joker?
Yeah.
Basically, had reality warping powers, right? Can you imagine? And Dark Knight and the Batman who laughs gets warp reality powers by stealing from Doctor Manhattan. The whole thing. And Blind Bill knows more about this than me. And he's basically unstoppable. The only way to defeat him was a plot armor. They had to use plot armor to defeat him with Wonder Woman. Because he was like, and he's more sadistic. He's sadistic as hell, man. Better.
Okay. Okay, Blind Braille. I'm gonna guarantee my prediction. Guaranteed.
Well, I'll try to avoid it, okay, George? Try to avoid the leaks.
Yeah, no, I made my prediction without looking at the leaks, but I'm gonna stick to my guarantee.
I hate when people leak it. To me, there's two reasons they leak it. One, to get people hyped up, excited, or just to ruin something, right? Two, or it's a disgruntled employee that knows what's going on, and they got shafted or something goes on, and you know what? I'm gonna ruin this for people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of leaks.
I've seen leaks before. I've seen wrestling scripts leaked before. I know. Yeah, I don't like leaks either, man. I don't,
I'll never forget the time like trying to think. I don't like someone said something. Trying to remember like all those fake No Way Home leaks that were coming out
I remember
like 2 years
that.
ago. Like
They didn't say Toby was gonna die.
Yeah, one leak said Toby was gonna die and Ned was gonna die. Like,
And some said the Rhino was gonna be in it.
yeah,
As
the
a sixth
Rhino.
member. And some even said Venom was gonna be in it because Venom 2, Carnage. And he got transported to that universe.
There was like one leak that said like MJ was gonna die.
No. I remember all scoopers were saying Doctor Doom was going to be Black Panther 2. And then when a week or 2 weeks came out before that movie came out, oh yeah, they changed it. It changed everything. And I'm like, and me and Blind Bill were like, he probably never was going to be a cameo in Black Panther 2 at the end. Doctor Doom was never going to be in it. The story didn't make sense for that.
Yeah, it's like what was gonna happen? Like in like a post credit, like Doctor Doom be like, "Ooh, vibranium! I can make myself a mask with
But
this."
he has a mask.
It's time. It's time that the new world faces its doom.
Can you imagine? That'd be corny as hell. I mean, like, that'd be funny. I would laugh. If he was like Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze always use ice puns. He always tries to use puns with the word doom in it.
But all I can say is, if the leak of Doctor Doom was true, like if Doctor Doom was actually in the end credits for like Wakanda Forever, I might then like I can maybe believe like him being in like Secret Wars. But it's like but it's like he's looking very unlikely to be in it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, me and Blind Bro we could be wrong, right? But me and him come to the conclusion we don't think he's gonna appear in this multiverse saga at all. I mean, we're gonna have Fantastic Four, and Fantastic Four 2 might appear after the multiverse saga. Maybe we'll get something in phase, the next phase, whatever it's gonna be called.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9. That's what we think. Isn't that what we think, Blind Bro? Because I think I think that's what you told me when I streamed a couple days ago, that you think Doctor Doom, and I kind of concurred with you that we may not get him in this phase, in this saga.
I just wonder in Secret War, like to travel the multiverse, are they gonna go to Deadpool to like get help since it looks like he's gonna be leaving?
This is true. This is true. Yeah, I remember this just because No Way Home was supposed to be after Doctor Strange. And that one scene in the restaurant where we're talking about the multiverse stuff, right? You know that was not really supposed to happen because No Way Home was supposed to be after, right? So they had to do that scene,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, because like remember like no, like I think they're talking about like the more recent like Secret Wars.
Yeah, they're combining both.
Yeah.
It's
But like but yeah, no, like I wonder, like, are they gonna go to like Deadpool, like to be like the Ant-Man of like the multiverse saga and be like, I know the code to get into different universes?
be like,
It's
I just want, if he ever beats up She-Hulk and he's on She-Hulk, I just want She-Hulk to punch him, like, and he'll go far like into a wall or something. I just, you know,
yo, and someone be like, why are these two? Who are these two talking
yeah,
to?
I agree with you. The multiverse will be merged. I think that's gonna happen.
And it's like whenever they break the fourth wall, someone be like, who are they talking to?
Hmm. Yeah, like it's like Jen, She-Hulk. You're not the only one that could break the fourth wall.
But I mean, like, I can see them bringing in like popular like X-Men characters in Secret War.
Well, if the rumors are true, all the characters, like whoever they could get from the past X-Men, whatever, will be in Secret Wars, but they're not going to be them going forward after. It's going to be different. Like you're going to make a huge. Obviously, we're getting Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. So obviously, but the X-Men from the movie rumor is that the Wolverine going forward, that's going to be part of the franchise going forward. It's not going to be Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman will just be like, just for two things: Deadpool and Secret Wars. That's it. And then the next Wolverine will be probably a different actor.
Yeah, did you see like that fake image that was on YouTube where like Cap is like saying Logan, we need you to distract Kang, and it like shows all the heroes. It's like people are actually like believing that already.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they haven't even started filming this movie.
And we're gonna get a different. We're not gonna get like we're gonna get like a new X-Men cast, right? Like obviously, and I don't know how you could do the mutant supremacy stuff, like Magneto. I don't think to me, I'm afraid they might make Magneto not a villain. They might try to make him a hero, kind of like they did in Michael Fassbender. I mean, he was a villain at first, and then became a hero again, and villain again. He was a good guy in the first movie, a villain in the second movie. He was kind of a villain in the third movie for a bit, and became good again in the third movie, and then the fourth movie was technically a good guy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know what they're gonna do with him in the MCU. Well, how to do Magneto?
Well, I wonder like if they are bringing like versions from different universes, are they gonna bring the are they gonna bring the Fassbender one or the Ian McKellen one?
It's not McKellen.
Yeah,
McKellen might be Secret Wars. Maybe Secret War. I don't know. No, I don't know.
If they do bring Magneto, they might not even bring Magneto at all.
As CJ would say, if he's still alive.
Yeah, oh my, yeah, it's like that's the sad thing. Well, here's the thing: if like either one's like not alive, they're definitely gonna bring the younger versions.
Yeah, yep. I'll
Well,
pull it
watch
up.
they bring in Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, and she just
Yeah,
still
this
has
could
that
happen.
bored
You know that
expression on her
Marvel, you
face.
know Marvel account, Marvel source. You know they always have like bullshit rumors at times. I think they said like, "Oh, Jennifer Lawrence is to come back as Secret Wars as Mystique." I'm like, no, she's not coming back.
Oh my goodness, if she does, it'll be like, please don't give her like a lot of screen time. Yo, bring back Ben Affleck's Daredevil just so Deadpool can be like, we need to. Like when they're recruiting,
Batman.
it's like no Batman, or he's like, it's like, Matt, we need you. Martha needs you,
Oh,
and he's like, who? And it's like Martha.
did they mention Batman? You're not allowed to mention Batman, Superman in Marvel.
Yeah, no, but it's like they make
You
but
know
like he
what?
makes an indirect reference to like BVS by saying Martha needs you, and
You
it's
know
like,
what? Deadpool just if Iron Man was alive, Deadpool would be like Iron Man. You know what? If Batman was in our universe, Ultron would never happen.
yeah, but
And
no,
Iron Man would be like, "Who's
like he
Batman?"
like
Oh,
he
this
he
comic book
mocks
right here.
the Martha thing by saying we need to save Martha, and it's like, who's
Dude.
Martha? And it's like, there's a multiverse version of you that actually works with that,
Oh yeah.
and it's like,
And be like, that's a yeah, like that'd be hilarious. It'd be like a Batman would be like, and Iron and during Civil War, if Deadpool was on Civil War, if Batman was a Civil War during the Civil War time when you two factions face each other, you know what would have happened if Batman was here? He would never fight each other. He would have made
yeah,
sure Bucky's innocent. That's the thing. That's the thing, though. That's the thing about the Civil War. I know they did it for the movie, right? But they don't even zoom in on screen and see who the real bomber is, right? They think it's Bucky. It's obviously covered up, but they have the technology to zoom in and do face recognition. Really,
you, you know,
really.
I can see like in Secret Wars when if they are recruiting like multiverse heroes like Blind Braille like predicts, like when they're trying to recruit like Logan be like the Avengers. What the fuck is an Avengers?
It'll be like, what the fuck is the X-Men?
And they'd be like, what the hell's an X-Men? Like why isn't it called like X people? And it's like, don't pull that PC crap on me.
Oh, they would not do that though.
Yeah, no, they ain't gonna do that, but it's like, could you just imagine like
But what do you call Avengers? You're avenging someone? Who are you avenging? Who are you avenging? The Earth? What?
and like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man will just be glad that he'll be finally be part of the boy band.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna end this in maybe 10 minutes.
All right.
I'm gonna pivot to what a stupid idiot this guy Sil.
Oh my goodness. So fucking like I'm sorry I dropped the F-bomb again, but it's like I just
It's
can't stand
okay.
this dude. I just
Okay.
it's just like good lord, like this guy should be irrelevant.
His followers are dumb as hell too. One person of depth, they cannot financially do this. They don't have enough money for advertising and marketing. So we can't do a. They're not gonna do Batman 2. I'm like, still,
They're working on the Penguin show soon. They've already had meetings with Matt Reeves.
and Matt Reeves already confirmed. They're deep into the script or writing of this, the sequel. Yeah,
It's like here's the thing. Like he's basically trying to give something for his base to root for.
yeah.
Because Snyderverse is not gonna go to Netflix.
They're not gonna sell. Obviously, they're not gonna sell them to Netflix. Netflix is in trouble. Has financial issues too.
It's like they're all delusional. Like they're
Yeah.
a bunch of young like unemployed like punks that are easily manipulated by people that tell them what they want to hear.
Hmm. It's sad because he's shilling for the digital Snyder cult
But
fans. He's a
and
champion.
And it's like,
True.
here's the thing: he don't really even care about
No.
like DC or even the Snyderverse. It's like, listen, if he cared, he would have been like promote the Justice League like project that the four nerds did to like give people Snyder fans something to like be excited for.
And he
Like
says,
remember last year like I think it was like Abu Nas. I was on stream and like he gave a shout out to like the four nerds in the thing and like Still's like, oh, I know I haven't watched it. It's like he was never gonna watch it. He don't really
foreigners don't
care.
even like Sil.
Yo, like yeah, no, like the four nerds don't like him. But it's
Yeah.
like the fact is like he don't really care about this fandom nor like this like property. He just
No,
cares
he can
about getting their clicks and views and
because
money.
it's easier to feed off fandom that's scorned that feels like they've been, taken advantage of. They're bitter. It's easier to get to feed off that fandom, right? Than
And
the
and it's
normal
like
people.
a lot of them they're
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
they're like younger than me. They're like some of
Yeah.
them like they're either still teenagers or they're in college. Like they're easy to manipulate because they grew
Yeah.
up watching this stuff. And it's like they want to be edgy. They want to be like dark and edgy, like "Ugh!"
Yes, aggressive. Most YouTubers. I know. I know. Drunk Bob. But yeah, you're 100% right. And it's just, I mean, still has to look at the evidence. Penguin show is happening. Matt Reeves in an interview. He met with Saffron and Gunn. It's not being canceled. Batman 2. And I'm sorry, Warner Brothers, they're having money. They can borrow money and issues, and they're gonna start advertising for the Flash, right? The first big movie. They got a few. They got a lot of big movies this year. 4 DC movies. They got Dune Part Two. They got Willy Wonka. I think isn't Creed Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Creed. They got, and if they there's potential for Warner Bros. To have a very solid year with the movies. Yeah, exactly, Blind Bro. There's and look, Warner Brothers. You know what? You could shit on them when they want, but they make the best streaming content. Them and Apple.
It's just like
Oh,
there's
just shit
just like a
increasing.
denial of
But you,
reality.
but you know my point, Degrassi. That Warner Bros. Got a very good year, right? A solid year in terms of the movies, right? Like what? That's what I'm trying to say. And Suicide Squad game, I mean, it's video games, but that's still Warner Brothers.
But it's like no one even sees the lies of his like Dumb and Dumber
Mhm.
like co-star Mikey Sutton. Like Mikey, like this guy just like he laughs at like most of the time when he's talking because the laughing hides the lies that he is saying.
Yeah,
It's like he ain't funny. He's just like and it's like, dude, just stop laughing and just like get your point. He's like going like off track like every like 1 minute or two.
and he's a creep too, man. You see his pictures. He does like
Oh
he
my
does like
god,
a creep
yo,
around the.
yo, literally like that picture of him with like the Supergirl actor, just like I
So
I, I
Bonet,
feel
Bernal, whatever.
I feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable looking at it.
Picture was uncomfortable with me was Soups having his hand on American Chavez's
Oh
actress, who
my,
was like
she's
15 at the time.
like
15.
15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Like yeah, no, like that was just like weird.
See, Warren Bars is not going broke. They're not going to file for bankruptcy. Like, come on. It's fucking these guys feel like Warren Bros is going to file for bankruptcy and eventually go out of business. Come on, not be around. That's what they think. And right, that's what they think.
It's like here's the thing: Netflix is having money problems
So is
themselves.
Disney.
Like Netflix is having money problems themselves. That they ain't gonna buy another product. And like here's the thing: we actually kind of like I kind of brought this up in this the stream I was on earlier today. So like you know how they like to call like James Gunn the P word.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
like why do they wanted to sell it to a streaming service that a few years ago had a movie that people were accusing of being the P word.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to mention the movie's name, but I think you know what movie I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like a hot button like topic for like a while in 2020. It's like like if you care so much about that issue, why do
Mm-hmm.
you want it to be on a streaming service that had a movie that was being accused of pushing that?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. That
Yeah,
got so much controversy. Yeah, I know. I
yeah.
know. Yeah, that it's. Yeah, I don't want to say it, but
You know, I'll put it in the private chat
I
to
know
make
it
sure you
is.
know which one I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
it's
But
yeah.
it's like the like people have these weird like they pick and choose when to be righteous.
And
It's like it's accountability over entertainment when it
yeah,
benefits like one thing, but then it's like silence when it's another thing. I was
it's
actually telling someone at work about this because like he actually saw the play that Ray Fisher was recently in like on Saturday, and it's like I brought up how like no Ray Fisher like he took those accusations way too far by going after people that weren't even involved. And then it's like he's all crickets when Ezra Miller was going on a rampage last year.
yeah. Maybe Fisher made it all about himself. All about
So
himself.
it's like you can't pick and choose when accountability over entertainment. You can't pick and choose when to be outraged over something.
You know what? And now they're turning on Momoa, right? They're turning on Momoa. You know what
Yeah,
it is to them? You know what their mentality is? It's us or them. And if you choose them, you're out. You're the enemy. That's
it,
it.
it it's just so it's so weird.
And here's the thing.
And it's like
They don't have a loyalty to the fans. I'm sorry, but they don't have a loyalty to the fans.
so it's like you know how like James Gunn like brought up how like that
Yeah.
they like he apparently has been having talks with Ben Affleck about directing a movie. If Ben
Yeah.
Affleck does direct a movie in the DCU, is Ben Affleck going to be a traitor to these people?
Probably.
It's
Probably.
like they don't realize that like some of these people are not only ready to move on, but they want to help.
They're not loyal to a, they're not when they're not loyal to the fans. I'm sorry. The fans think they're loyal to us. No. They're not loyal to us. Okay? They're not. You could be loyal to them, but they're not loyal to us. They say to do stuff for the fans, to make the fans happy. Well, yeah, we're gonna make this movie because the fans are calling for it. But you know what? Reality, it's not true, right?
Yeah, it's just like they just got a weird
Yeah.
mentality when it comes to things.
It's like you're in or you're out, and if you choose the wrong one, you, you're gonna pay the price.
And
You're
then
gonna hear
it's
it.
like they turn a blind eye
Yeah,
to Jared Leto.
yeah, they do turn a blind eye to Jared Leto. For what?
And it's
You got
like
certain
here's the
people.
thing. This is where you can really tell what age a lot of these guys are, these people are, because it's like they don't have the maturity to really
Uh,
understand these issues.
and the young people, man, Degrassi is older than us, like much older than us. I bet you'll tell you the young generation, the manners in the younger generation are terrible these days.
Oh, absolutely.
Really, really bad. And do not sit. And you know what? I think it comes from school, and I think also it comes from parenting. I think with we got younger parents right now,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Well, listen. Like at the school that I work at, we've been having behavioral issues with certain kids, and it's like I'm not talking about like my students. I'm talking about kids from like the other groups. It's like you're really seeing like that there's definitely been a decline in the maturity of people.
and I blame it on schools, but I sometimes blame it on houses. But I also play on online gaming. You're seeing this a lot of kids play online gaming, and they're playing with teenagers and adults, and teenagers and adults swear, and these kids are picking the shit up from that too. Like,
Well, here's the thing. Also, the thing is, in like you know, no one from work watches the stream, so I can like bring up the school that we're at. The
Okay.
school that I'm at, like that school, I think there's a lot of things that I disagree with how they run things in that school. And the thing is like they are ranked very low on Staten Island. It's like I can see why,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of the kids like especially in kindergarten, first grade, they still don't know how to read and still don't know their numbers, and they're halfway through the school year. And it's like
Yeah,
it's just like there's definitely been a decline in the education system. So
and the education system, but don't people should not use pandemics as an excuse for mannerisms for manners because this comes before the pandemic. This is
yeah,
before the
no,
pandemic.
it definitely was happening before
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pandemic. I would say the pandemic has made things worse though.
It has definitely has, but
It's just like and again, you're kind of seeing it now. Back to the point of Snyder fans, you see it now because a lot of these Snyder fans are either teenagers or they're like you're the
young
young college
adults,
people, young
yeah,
young adults, and
because
it's like I get it. You grew up watching these movies. These might have been the first superhero movies you saw in theaters, and that's fine. That's okay. That doesn't mean though that everyone likes it, and it's like I feel like there's a spite towards good DC movies in the MCU by these fans because they wish that their movies that they love were as revered as, let's say, the first Avengers movie or Captain America: The Winter Soldier or The Dark Knight.
internet definitely made it worse. Internet in
Like
general.
they're like it's like they wish Batman versus Superman had the praise that the Batman, that Winter Soldier, that all these phenomenal, what well deserved praise DC and Marvel movies are.
Yes, that's true, and
It's like I feel like there's bitterness,
yeah, a lot of them don't like MCU. I mean,
and I'm not just talking about like, and I'm talking about like the great stuff in the MCU because there's been plenty of great stuff, but it's like they're very spiteful towards like the Avengers to Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like
hmm it's yeah, they're a bitter group, and like they feel entitled, right? Like they feel entitled. It's it's sad, really. They feel and but they all want Zack Snyder to do everything. I'm like, Zack Snyder's not DC, okay?
that's the other thing. It's like they want one guy doing all the work. It's like that's not how a cinematic universe goes. It's like okay, maybe the View universe Kevin Smith's movies, but it's like it ain't like Kevin Smith's making a View universe film every two like
Else,
releasing 2-3 View universe movies every year.
I know for Man of Steel, okay? Nolan's the one that picked Snyder, right, for Man of Steel. I'll say this. I think Nolan did a solid job with the Batman. With his Dark Knight trilogy, right? I mean, it's a movie exception, right? I don't think Nolan would have done a great Superman.
It's like here's the thing: it's easy to make Batman a grounded story, in my opinion.
Yeah, much easier.
You really can't do. It's hard to do that with Superman.
Yeah. And Batman, you don't have to make grounded, right? You don't have to make Batman grounded, or you could do. Well, Superman, it's really difficult. it's and you know what? And look, Nolan's films are either hit and miss lately since the trilogy. And Inception was good.
Man, Inception was phenomenal. I
Yeah,
gotta revisit Interstellar. I like Dunkirk a lot.
yeah,
Um, Tenet, I gotta revisit as well.
yeah.
No, no, let's listen. To me, Christopher Nolan hasn't made a movie that I've disliked yet.
I don't know.
I've
Think
liked, I liked all his movies, including Dark Knight Rises and Tenet, including some of his early work that tends to be forgotten, like Insomnia and Following.
I think I read somewhere on Twitter, somebody had a tweet saying about Zack Snyder. You know, Zack Snyder wrote 300, Watchmen, both graphic novels, right? Like pretty good graphic novels.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. He should just stick with graphic novel like
He,
adaptions.
he's very good at writing, directing movies that are graphic novels adaptation. If I'm adapting from the graphic novels, like almost exactly from page to page, story to story, detail. But when he tries to make his own story on the DC, he's not very good at making his own stories.
It's
Like,
like you can tell with BVS, he would have much rather have done a complete adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns.
yeah, and that's the case. And Limebro has this belief, right? Right? Limebro has this belief. Zack Snyder never wanted to do Superman. He always wanted to do Batman. And
Yeah, like that, but like he basically picked what was available at that time
yeah,
because there was no way they were gonna do like a Batman reboot right away.
and I'm sorry. Like, if you don't want to do what you want to do Superman, you should have rejected that. Like, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm saying like what I'm saying is he's very good at taking somebody's idea, like from those graphic novels, like from those 12 miniseries and 300. Very good adapting that into on film, but taking from actual series issues from like the Batman, like this Batman, like there's over 700 issues. Same with Superman Action Comics. He's not very good at adapting that stuff. That's what I saw in somebody on a tweet. Like he can't make his own. He's not very good at creating his own story. And I think Army of Dead kind of showed that.
and it kind of makes me a bit worried about Rebel Moon.
Yeah, yeah, because I guarantee you, I know 1 and 2 are being made, and they promise like an 3 and 4, like something. But I think, and Netflix, right? If 1 and 2 are not successful, I'm sorry, but Netflix is not going to greenlight 3 and 4.
No, they're not. Listen, Netflix is having their own money problems as well. It's like they got to they want to know like what do you invest in if you're Netflix?
Sandman was great. You know what, dude? You're right. Sandman was great. Okay, that was a great. Warner Brothers let them have Sandman. That was great. Yeah, I want another guaranteed prediction. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'll give another one. That here's a guarantee: the Snyderverse will not go to Netflix, guaranteed.
I'm gonna vouch for you on that. I agree. It's gonna go to Tubi. I'm kidding on that. Two.
No, it's gonna go on Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Oh my goodness! Like
You
I'm
know
just kidding.
what? You know what? That's not. That's you know what? You're not kidding. You might not be. You might be honest enough because he tends to have a fascination with the R word in some of his movies.
Don't forget, like BVS, there was like that scene with like Lois Lane in the bathtub.
Yes, he tends to do that with. I don't want to say the. I say the R word on
I
here.
know what you're talking about. I
Yeah,
know.
he tends to He tends to have a fascination with that, and some of his stuff, like it's it's kind of creepy.
Oh boy, this is blind. So Blind Braille, Rebel Moon will get a same rotten score, 49% and under. You know what? I'm gonna support that guarantee.
And you know what? You know what all Snyder fans are saying? Review bomb. They're gonna use that. They're gonna use that. They're gonna use that. I guarantee you. If it gets a really bad score, the Snyder fans are gonna use that excuse. It's gonna be review bombed. You know?
And I guarantee
Yeah.
that they probably review bombed the Suicide Squad on IMDb and Letterbox.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they're gonna do. Exactly. Exactly. But I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I mean, it's really late, and you have work
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. I got work
Oh, I
tomorrow.
didn't. If you had to go, you could have gone, man.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Let's listen. I go later in the day, so it's just like
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. So George, you plug yourself, promote yourself.
Yep. So you can find me at the George. I recently did a couple streams, one on the future of Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, and ranking Kevin Smith's movies. I also did a review on Dogma, and I recently just got done writing an article on Dogma and its crazy history.
Dogma's a great movie.
Yo, I love Dogma, and it's
It's a
like the history behind it. Like I actually wrote an article about like the history of it.
great movie. I love so.
It's got a yeah, but
Wait, Jesus is black.
it's got like such a crazy history with like the rights and all
Do you
that.
remember that? Jesus is black.
Yeah. That's actually like a true like discussion. Like, was like Jesus like dark skinned or not? Like,
Yeah, because of territory, like where Israel is, they shouldn't. The people who live in Israel, I'm shouldn't technically be white, but because yeah. But yeah, thank you, George. Yeah,
anytime. Thanks for having me on.
and yeah, so I don't know what my next stream is. There's obviously gonna be a stream for Last of Us episode 3, so I'll probably be like Tuesday. I did episode 2 spoiler review stream last night because Max didn't have a stream. He was busy. So that's what I did last night. But episode 3 will be next Tuesday because I think Max will not be busy Sunday unless he doesn't do a stream Sunday. I might move it to Sunday.
Yeah, I'm loving it right now. I
Yeah.
finally caught up, and it's like I love this series
Oh,
so far.
you caught up the first 2 episodes?
Yeah, I love it so far.
Oh man,
it makes me almost want to like go replay the game again and like complete it this time.
So maybe next week you could be join me in Blinded.
Yeah, if I'm available, I can definitely try.
Yeah,
squeeze in.
Tuesdays. Yeah. All right, guys. You know the drill is. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And Vortex, if you listen to this later, take care, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
Blind Braille. Vortex. This may make this before I officially end. This may make make you want to throw up. Whip your hair out of your hair. He likes Left 4 Dead better than Last of Us. We should. I want to hear it. I just want to stay on here and listen to Blind and see if Blind will responds. Give me a few minutes, then officially end it. Yes, he did say that. A comment on that. He did say Left 4 Dead is better than Last of Us. Did you play Last 4 Dead, by the way? Those games are fun, though. All right. Come on, Blood Bro. I know you're still there. Answer. Because we're going to end it. I want to hear your answer.
Don't be scared, Blind Braille.
Yeah, don't be scared if he's still there. If he's still there.
Wanted, come out to play.
Come out to play.
Come out to play. I feel like the Warriors. Warriors, come out to play.
I'll be like the Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp had to apologize tonight.
Shannon be like, yo, Shannon Sharp, that used to be me back in high school.
Of course, it was probably a football jock or something. Oh, I don't think it was
like back in the day. Like I used to like heckle players, like, but none of them ever went to challenge me to a fight.
Oh, I used to heckle athletes too, at hockey games.
Yeah, I used to get into fights with fans though, like arguments with fans.
All right, I don't think it was spawned. Well, I'm gonna end it.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, he said Left 4 Dead. Maybe I'll tell him on the next stream when next time he's on. Take care, everybody.
Peace.